It's kind of wild to think, but imagine just typing in any description, literally anything, and boom, an AI creates a stunning image from it. And not just any image, but like a super high-res one that captures every little detail you put into words. Feels like something straight out of sci-fi, right? But that's where we're at with this whole world of text-image AI. It's blowing up right now, and we're diving deep into a brand new player that's shaking things up, Meissonic.
And the really cool thing about Meissonic is it's not just another AI image generator, you know? It's really tackling some big limitations we've been seeing.
Okay. Gotta admit, I'm hooked already. Limitations.
Yeah.
Like what? Spill the AI tea for those of us who aren't, code wizards.
Well, you've probably heard of stable diffusion.
Right.
Super powerful, but they've got these drawbacks. First off, resource hogs, they need a ton of computing power to make those high-quality images happen. And even then, you hit a ceiling, like a resolution limit on the detail and size they can handle.
So no asking for like an insanely detailed cityscape that I could blow up and make into a mural.
Exactly. Resolution ceiling, bam. And the creators of Meissonic, they wanted to blow past that, create something faster, more efficient. And get this, make it work on everyday computers, not just some supercomputer hidden in a lab.
Okay, now that's ambitious. So how'd they even start? What makes Meissonic tick differently?
That's where it gets really neat. Instead of trying to perfectly copy how an artist would paint, Meissonic blends some cutting-edge stuff.
Lay it on me. I'm all ears.
One of the biggies, masked image modeling, MIM for short. Think of it like you've got this jigsaw puzzle, but pieces are missing. MIM swoops in, analyzes what's there, the whole picture, even your text, and fills in those blanks perfectly.
So not starting from scratch every time, more like strategic filling in the blanks. That's got to be efficient.
Exactly. Huge part of why it's so much faster than some older models. But MIM's just one piece of the puzzle, literally. They've also got this thing called a multi-modal transformer.
Okay, that one sounds kind of intimidating, gotta be honest. Break it down, what's so special?
Basically, it lets Meissonic look at your words and the images making at the same time.
No way, multitasking AI.
Exactly. It's like it's reading your description and seeing the visual simultaneously, so it gets those nuances.
Next level understanding then, huh?
You got it. This helps it nail that connection between your words and what it needs to create visually. And hold on, there's more. It even uses rotary position embedding. ROPE, they call it.
ROPE, all right, sensing a naming theme here. But seriously, what's that one do?
Imagine painting this super detailed landscape, but you constantly forget where the mountains or river go.
Sounds more like a recipe for a disaster than a masterpiece.
Right, and that's where ROPE comes in. It's like Meissonic's internal GPS, making sure every little detail, every pixel ends up exactly where it needs to be, even in a huge, crazy, high-res picture.
So it's got its own internal art director, making sure no happy little trees end up in the wrong spot.
You got it. And that's a big reason why Meissonic can handle these super detailed images. We're talking up to 1024 by 1024 pixels.
Okay, color me impressed, but we have a super efficient model, handles crazy resolutions, gets complex prompts. How's it actually stack up to the big names out there? Does it deliver?
Now that is the million-dollar question. And from what we're seeing in benchmarks, early comparisons, it's looking like a resounding yes.
Okay, benchmarks, technical stuff, that's cool and all, but I gotta see it to believe it, What can Meissonic actually do?
Oh, absolutely. In the research paper, it actually has some wild examples in there, like seriously impressive stuff.
Hit me with those figure numbers, gotta check them out later.
Let's see, figures 1, 3, and 5 are good starting points, and then there's a whole bunch, 15 through 41. Especially when you remember how efficient Meissonic is, right? It's getting close to what those power-hungry models are doing, but way less resource-heavy.
So not just hype, it's actually delivering the goods.
Right.
But, okay, why should I care? I'm not some AI artist or coder. Is this just a cool tech toy for the pros?
Here's where it gets really, really interesting. Think about it. This kind of efficiency, it changes the game for who can even use this tech.
Okay, I'm listening.
Laptops, tablets, even your phone. Meissonic could run on those. Things we never thought possible for this level of AI image generation.
Hold up. So you're saying, like, in the near future, I could be making professional-looking stuff on my phone. That's kind of mind-blowing.
Right. That's the potential we're talking about here. Meissonic could bring AI image creation to basically everyone with a smartphone. It's a whole different ballgame.
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. But what about the whole privacy thing? That's always my concern with these apps, Who's got my data?
Oh, for sure. And that's something the Meissonic folks thought about too.
Yeah.
Because it can run offline, total offline. You're not stuck relying on some cloud server to make your images.
So it's like my own little art studio right in my pocket. No one else has the keys. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. But it goes way beyond just us playing around on our phones. Think bigger picture, graphic design, advertising, even filmmaking.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going with this.
This could be huge for letting anyone with an idea and a smartphone actually bring that vision to life, even if they can't draw a straight line.
Like that old saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words, but now everyone's fluent, just a few taps on the screen. That's powerful stuff.
It really is. And you know what I find kind of poetic about all this?
Hit me with it.
The name Meissonic, it's not random. They took it from Ernest Meissonier, this painter famous for his crazy detailed work, and the speed of sound. It's like this perfect mashup of old school artistry and the bleeding edge of what tech can do.
Blending the past and the future, huh? I dig it. But it makes you wonder, where does this road lead? You know, this whole AI art thing, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where does this whole fusion of art and AI take us next? What happens when anyone can create a masterpiece with just a few taps on their phone? That's something for you to think about as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Meissonic. But before we go, I have one last question for you. This whole idea of AI creating art, it's a pretty hot topic right now. Some people are excited about it, some are worried. What are your thoughts?
It's definitely a topic that sparks a lot of discussion. You know, there are valid concerns about how this technology might be used, whether it could lead to job displacement, or even questions about the very nature of creativity.
So it's not just about the tech itself, but about the potential impact it might have on society.
Exactly. But it's also crucial to remember that AI is a tool, just like any other. It's how we choose to use it that matters.
It's like the old saying, the 10 is mightier than the sword, except now we're talking about AI brushes and digital canvases.
I think that's a great way to put it. And ultimately, it's up to us as individuals and as a society to shape the future of AI in a way that benefits everyone.
That's a lot to think about, but it's definitely something worth exploring. And as for Meissonic, it's clear that this technology is poised to revolutionize the way we create and consume visual content. It's exciting, it's innovative, and it's a reminder that the future of creativity is being written right now, one pixel at a time.
And as we've seen, Meissonic isn't just about creating pretty pictures. It's about empowering everyone to express themselves visually. It's about making art and visual storytelling more accessible than ever before.
And that's a message that resonates far beyond the world of technology. It's a message about the human spirit, about the power of creativity to connect us, inspire us, and push us forward. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Meissonic. Until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and keep your eyes on the future.